Regardless of the reason for the layoff, currently, if there's a layoff, teachers are laid off based on the order in which they were hired. Hence the term LIFO. Those who were last in are the first ones to be laid off. And this is regardless of the amount of experience that a teacher has or the effectiveness that they have in the classroom. Sometimes we confuse seniority with experience, and they are not the same. Experience has to do with how long a teacher has taught. Seniority has to do with how long a teacher has taught in a particular school district. They are not the same. What this bill would do is it would change the order of layoff so that when a layoff occurs, teachers would be laid off first based on licensure, second based on effectiveness, and third based on seniority. What this bill is not a bill to find and remove ineffective teachers. This bill is strictly dealing with layoffs. In the event of a layoff, teachers would be laid off based on their effectiveness. That would have priority over how long they've taught in that school district.
Given there are layoffs, it is the most important thing that we can do to focus on that as teachers are laid off, that we say the least effective teacher is laid off first, preserving the opportunity for the most effective teachers to be, in fact, in front of our precious children, our students.
How do we measure what children are actually going to learn? Some teachers will have a very good year, and they can operate and teach 40 children in a class and do it fairly effectively. The next year they might have 20 students in a class and not be able to teach them nearly as well because of the type of students that are in those classes. And so we're going to base this evaluation system, base their growth and their ability to stay into the education system on this growth. And so I think it's really premature to say, let's pass this bill right now, and then, sometime in the next few years we're going to see an evaluation system that'll really take effect.
Who stays and who goes should not be determined by who signs the contract first. Who stays and who goes should be who is best able to teach those kids in the classroom. We owe the students that much. Teachers are, when we sign a contract, again, experience and seniority are not the same thing. You may have several years experience, you go to another school district, you sign a new contract, your seniority starts then. So all seniority represents is the date and the time that you signed your contract. It does not represent the effectiveness of that teacher.
What this bill does is it basically guts tenure. It says that they can lay off teachers who have seniority just because they don't like them. And quite frankly, what will end up happening is that when there is a layoff situation in a school, even if the bill says you can't do it based on your salary, they'll figure out a way to make senior teachers get ineffective and lay them off. And I'm sitting here saying, you know, at some point in time in this legislature, we got to start complimenting our teachers about the good job they do as opposed to telling them they're not doing the job. And we've got to figure out a way to say that teachers, go teach our kids and do the best job you can and compliment them for what they do.
This is not against teachers. You know, both Senator Wolf and I have been teachers. This is not against collective bargaining. It's an encouragement that these things be bargained.
And my problem with this legislation is that it's very easy to game the system in any form of evaluation. And yes, we should be evaluating, and if you want to call it grading, teachers, but my question is, who's grading the evaluators?
This is not about attacking the union. This is not about attacking teachers. And I say that to you as a teacher, as a union member. This is about what's doing best for the students.